before I get to like your experience, how
Mhm.
was it being teammates with those two when you initially got there?
It was cool. It was like, I mean, it was like they regular people.
Facts.
They're super down to earth. They're no real ego. Like they rock with me, I rock with them. Like we just bonded just from playing. And I used
Mm.
to always talk stuff to Russ. Russ used to get me in trouble a little bit from talking back to him because the coach tell me, "Shut up." Won't say nothing to Russ, but you know how that is.
Your contract, like Russ getting the bag. You
Hmm.
can't say none. What was your day to day when you were that year when you were when you were got the standard contract?
Hmm.
How was like a day for you, OKC?
Get to the gym probably like an hour earlier than whatever time the workout is. Lift, and then work out a little bit, then
Okay.
start practice. That was pretty much the routine.
I have to do rookie duties or any of that stuff. Yeah, you
Yeah,
would
yeah, yeah.
Oh, you
So
did. They made you do it?
yeah, I was the leader of the rookie duties, kind
Oh,
of.
that's
Like
crazy.
I didn't have to do too much. I just had to make sure, stuff got done.
What they have you doing? Who was your vet? Was it Paul George and
Paul
Russ?
George, Russ, Steven Adams. I still
See,
talk to
oh
Steve.
yeah,
Yeah,
even
that's my
now.
guy. Like the first time they just the first time we had Tyler Davis, and Tyler Davis talks a lot. So for him talking so much, Russ told him, okay, go to two different places. I want fries from this place. I want a burger from this place. Like, so it was nothing crazy.
Yeah.
PG wanted sunflower seeds and some candy.
Mm.
Yeah, Steve-O just wanted something random at any given time.
Paul George gave you a shout out on his pod.
Hmm.
He was saying he gave you a lot of high praise. So similar to Iowa State, they had a Paul George and those people. But what do you think you were doing like within practices or even when you got your time that was like, okay, like this dude deserves to be on the court? What do you think really sold them on you?
Um, my competitiveness. Like I
Okay.
don't like I never cared who you was. Like I wasn't scared to go at you. Like if you start talking to me, I'm gonna talk back. I don't care who you are. Like if we're competing, we're gonna compete. And I feel like my competitive spirit is what, showed them like, yeah, yeah, I think he can really play. And I used to guard them. My welcome to the NBA moment is Carmelo Anthony calling me by name. And it was like, hmm? Oh, you know me. So that was like that's what I feel like my welcome to the NBA moment was like, yo, a legend actually knows my name. Like, and I had to guard him. So that was a pretty like cool experience. Like he walked up to me, said, "What up?" Said my name, and then that was,
You got to see like the inside of how like a superstar player like a Russ or a PG. What do you think separates them from like a regular player in the NBA? Like a player that people be like, it's just,
opportunity.
opportunity.
My opinion, opportunity.
Okay.
Because I
C-
think the like the stars, like they have more opportunities. They get the ball. Like they have the ball most of the time. They get to make more decisions, and that always helps when you have the ball.
That's facts.
And they work hard. Like they're not slacking on the gym when they come to the gym. Like they're working.
Mm.
So working and opportunity. When those two things come together, I feel like that's what builds a superstar.
No, there's so many players I think in the league that if they were given an opportunity, they could be a star. Like we kind of saw with Quentin Grimes last year
Mhm.
on with the Sixers. The Maxey and Embiid went down. He
Yeah.
got his he's averaging like 25 the second half of the season. And then I think even teams noticed because when he came, usually that's like 20, 25 a year.
Mhm.
They was like ironically, George is the one who made the comment. So I don't know if you saw that. That's what's funny
Mhm.
about this. And he said when Maxie and them come back, you'll be back in the corner. But
Mhm.
it was I mean it wasn't rude to say he just talking shit. But when you think
Yeah.
about it in perspective, he's not like that's kind of the same situation for a lot of people. Like if we would have had certain players, you're not averaging 20, so we're not gonna pay you that 25 million.
Just look at Kaminga.
It's bro, crazy, legit. And I think on a different team, he comes to the runs in Miami. I saw him
Mhm.
go against Cade, and I'm like, yo, if he go to a different team, this dude would kill.
It's
But
hard.
he was Steph. You gonna get them
Yeah.
shots.
You have a role, and
Facts.
you might can do way more than what your role is telling you to do, but you have to stick to what your role is telling you, or you won't be able to get an opportunity.
It's crazy. That's just so wild to me. That's what David talked about. A lot of people took that clip from my interview when David, he went from on the Hornets and Pacers. He was an all-star on the Hornets. And then when he got to like the Warriors and these teams, he was like, I'm not gonna put up 20 and 10 no more because that's not my job. Like they don't, it's Paul George show, it's Curry show, KD show. So I gotta take that step back. But I just think it's wild, like the how bad you have to step back to allow other people to thrive.
I
That's what I
think
always found crazy.
Pat Bev said it the best though.
You talking about that Russ clip from when he was talking about with Russ, when the Lakers stunted his opportunity a little bit.
Yeah,
That from that, is that what you talking about?
yeah.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he right. He did. And they, yeah, you know, and then once you lose that starting role in the lead, it's kind of like yo, it hurts your contracts too.
Russ had a hard time getting in the league this year, and that in itself just shows you like, it's other things at play than just basketball.
So your next year when you came back, you were on a team. They kind of wiped off that roster. They had SGA, they had Chris Paul. Where
Mhm.
were you when that trade happened? Do you remember?
OKC, I was driving when that happened. I was driving to one of my teammates' house.
Okay. So you saw the trade. You were like, damn. Were you surprised or you kind of saw it coming based on what was going on in the locker room?
So I wasn't surprised, but it was like, dang, he's gone.
Yeah.
Hurt a little bit, but it was, it's part of the game, part of the job.
So when'd you meet SGA and Chris Paul? Like when'd you get the opportunity to meet them when they initially got there? That first practice, like from the trade to when y'all first
I
met.
was just talking to somebody, and I was thinking that Shea was on the team with PG and Russ. So
Hmm.
like my whole timeline of that is off right now. I met him. I just remember like playing against him, and
Hmm.
like he wasn't he was what he is now, just
Hmm.
not as polished.
Okay. That's literally the most perfect description I heard.
It was hard guarding him. Like he's so slippery.
Did you see, like, in your honest opinion, did you see the MVP potential when you used to play him, or that just kind of like was like, wow, and he got the opportunity, went crazy?
I wouldn't say I seen the MVP, but I knew he was going to be really good, but I
Okay.
didn't know how good because you never know what can happen in the league and what
That's a
position you're going to be in.
I think I'm not gonna lie, he surprised me. I didn't see it at first. I thought they'll always be like a highly ranked team, like top four in the West, but I didn't know if they'll ever get a championship. So, if I'm being
I
honest.
I knew that they would have a chance to get a championship because of the system. So in the system, like everybody is a threat. And in the NBA, that's what I was saying about Pat Bev said. Like in the NBA, like it's so deep where like you will know a certain person won't take a certain shot because they can't.
Hmm.
So you will allow them to have certain things because you already know what they can and can't do. And it has nothing to do with their actual talent. It has something to do with their role. So like
That's
that was that, yeah. So it's
that's
like a
so
scout
crazy.
within a scout.